Okay, so that's B&M Bargains down there, and the bush we want to spend the night in is there. That's the bush. Okay, so I've got myself in the bush. This is my bed set up for the night. Obviously pretty basic.
Hey my bud, are you okay?
What the hell is that? What is that? I was thinking to myself the other day how much I wanted to go and do another stealth camp video. I've done a couple of these before on the channel. I wanted to find somewhere really unusual, really weird to go and camp out for the night. And then I came down here to, let me show you. It's a fantastic, stocks everything you could ever need, B&M Bargains. And as I was parking my vehicle, let me just take you down here, I spotted this bush. A bush that might be perfect for a stealth camp. It's just quite busy at the moment, so I don't know if it'll work. So you see those 3 cars there? The bush in question is behind those 3 cars. Right, damn it, there's someone in one of the cars at the moment, so I'm just gonna have to wait until they've moved. I might go try get a look from the angle above. It's also like the hottest day of the year today, so it's perfect to do it because it's not going to get cold and I don't think it's going to rain. Alright, so it's the other side of this wall here. I think that's pretty good. I think I might be able to spend the night there and get away with it. I don't know if you can see over there. I just need this car to move so I can go get in the bush. Oh, look at all those fish in the canal. That's sweet. You always know it's the hot days of the year when these big fish pop up in the canal. Look how many there are. Okay, so that's B&M Bargains down there, and the bush we want to spend the night in is there. That's the bush. I think it's going to give us enough cover, enough protection from elements if there are any, aside from the heat. It's just, I think that is one of the favourite car parking spots in the B&M Bargains car park. I think it's people like parking there, so do I. It's a good one. Okay, the coast is clear. The coast is clear. We're gonna go get in the bush. Okay, we're in. We're in. We're in bush. We're in bush. What do you reckon? There's a fair bit of space around here. Just a bit nervous because the car park's so busy still. But I reckon if I cleared some of this rubbish here, cleared some of that, maybe got down there. Okay, so I've got myself in the bush. Now, some shifty characters in the car park already, people doing loops. I don't know what they're up to. I wish to go away. But this is actually some, okay, I might need to bring a bin bag down, do a bit of clearing up. I might need to, yeah, just get some essentials. But this is actually seeming like maybe I could spend the night here. It's a lot roomier than you think. What's she doing now? Literally some woman just basically came up and got in the bush with me. Okay, so at the moment it's absolutely filthy. So I'm gonna need to go get a bin bag. God, the absolute... Is that someone there? You see this person? The problem is you've got all that. People can just see right in there. I think this bit here is pretty covered. I think this would make a good bed for the night. Like sideways along there. I need to go get a bin bag because there's so much rubbish around here. I think I need to put in a bit more inconspicuous clothing, maybe get rid of things that are going to stand out, and yeah, just go from there. But I think we can do it. So let's come back just in a bit. I need to walk out like I'm just not walking out of the bush. Steady away. Steady away. Let's just take another look at where I'm going to be spending the night tonight. Easy, easy. Right, it's a bit later on now, and look at that. Clear access to the bush, complete clear access to the bush. And I've changed into something a little bit more inconspicuous. Got the high vis on. I used to have a hard hat and a lanyard. Can't for the life of me remember where they are. Now I've got a bin bag, so literally we're just going to walk straight in and just start picking up litter. Just straight in. No one's going to question someone just picking up litter, are they? I'll do a little bit outside first just to make it look like I'm a proper litter picker. My selfie stick as well, hopefully, looks like some sort of litter picking. And we're back in bush. We are back in bush. We are back in bush. Do you know what? I need gloves for this. I'm going to have to double up and go into B&M Bargains to buy gloves to do the litter pick. We're going to have to risk it. We're going to have to get into B&M Bargains. We are flying close to the sun today, guys. This is risky business if they know where I'm staying tonight. We are behind enemy lines at the moment. Heart rate is absolutely booming. Right, gardening gloves. Some sort of gloves. So I'm thinking as well, because I don't have anything to sleep on the ground. What about one of these outdoor rugs? They're 18 quid. They're only smaller ones. Yeah, that should do. I'm not being funny, but that was pretty ballsy. That took some serious bit of stealth. I'm stealth camping tonight. I was having to be stealth in there. Ooh, I could feel the pressure on me, but we got gardening gloves. I got some mat to sleep on. I assume the high vis is making me invisible to most around, but we don't know. We just need to start picking up and clearing litter. 2 workers down there outside the shop having a cigarette. We've got either women's gardening gloves or child gardening gloves. They are goddamn tiny. Right, time to start litter picking. That was pretty intense in there, obviously, because they have absolutely no idea what I'm up to out here. It was a bit like stepping into the lion's den, the bull ring, in there with the bullfighters. But no, we're good. I think we're good. I think we're alright. I've just got to get all this cleaned up now, because this is where I plan to sleep, down here. So, get this bit, guys. Thought we had someone coming, but we're alright. Yeah, I think someone else must have been here at some point. Thought she was coming for me. Right, so that is a shop worker over there. That's a shop worker from B&M, and she's literally just stood about 10 metres away from me having a vape. Is she eyeing me up? Damn, that was close. To be fair, the high vis and the fact I actually am litter picking is probably covering my tracks enough at the moment, in case anyone does come in and say, what are you doing in the bush? I'm just litter picking. And they'll just go, oh, fair enough. I can't do that all evening, but right, so there's my mat down, and if you can see that, it doesn't feel very comfy, but because it's just earth underneath, I think that'll be alright. I think that's going to be fine. Let's give it a try. I'm stuck.
okay?
Yeah, mate, I'm just doing a litter pick. We're picking up litter.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah, just go around sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, well done you, sir.
No worries, yeah. It's
Well
actually
done.
sit back now.
Thank you very much.
No, don't worry about it. No worries.
Have a good evening.
Shit, security came. Damn, security must have seen me come in. The disguise worked. But it'll be helpful when B&M shuts in a few hours. That'll be much easier, because at the moment it's a bit sketchy. They definitely know currently I am in here. It's not so stealth at the moment, is it? It's very unstealth. The litter picking thing worked at least. I'm actually going to have to just keep litter picking for a bit. Right, okay, so it's a bit later now. I ended up just picking up litter for ages, which was a good thing. All I know is that the security guy at B&M just thinks at some point today someone was in that bush doing a litter pick, which is a good deed, there's nothing wrong with that. But I doubt he would suspect that person would be coming back to sleep. So I think we're good on that front. This is my bed set up for the night. Obviously pretty basic. It's not really got padding, but there's earth beneath it, and at least it's blocking the earth. That is now the empty B&M Bargains. I just hope there's no more staff in there. I hope they're all gone. But I think we'll be all right now. I think we're going to be all right. I don't think any more staff. Well, I think that security guard has gone. I can't see his car anymore, so that's good. Right, so what else do I have? Water. Water for the night. Sleeping bag. Bit more cushioning. Keep us warm. I don't think we'll need it. It's going to be pretty warm tonight. Pillow. Eye mask for that true deep sleep. And I brought one of these along as well. I don't know if I'm going to need it, but you know when you're on the aeroplane and you get one of these, I just thought that might come in handy. Yeah, thought that might be quite good. Might not need the pillow. We'll see. I don't know what time it's going to go dark. I imagine it's quite soon, because it's past 9 o'clock now, but we'll see. So I'll keep you updated. So there we go, we are well on our way to this being a successful stealth camp. We've had some hiccups along the way. Maybe it was a mistake to go into B&M and buy provisions, but we had to do that. We had to do that along the way. The act of the litter picker definitely worked. That guy was actually, I think he said well done, good on you, something like that. So that was good as well. I think we've done all right. I think we'll get away with it. So occasionally there's like really fast cars coming into the car park and just razzing around. So maybe we'll see a bit of that as well. So if you're wondering how I got into stealth camping, or how I first came about it. The first time I ever did it was totally accidentally in London. Well, I thought I was in London. It was back when I was an actor, very briefly as an actor, and I'd been doing some filming out in Beaconsfield, which I thought was London, but I soon realised it wasn't when at about 3 in the morning, this shoot was going on all night, and I was like, oh, I'm just going to go back, I'm just going to head back and I'll find a bus or something. So I was walking from this town called Beaconsfield, I put in a map, to London. I was like, I'll just walk there, it's probably like, I don't know, 8-10 miles, I can walk that. Turns out it was 25 miles, and basically I just ended up in the countryside. I was just in the middle of nowhere, and it was the middle of the night, and I had no way of getting, I think my phone had died, I had no way of contacting anyone, and I just saw a bush, and I thought, I'm actually just going to have to sleep under that bush. I just got under a bush and slept, and it was actually alright. And ever since then I've just been perfectly fine sleeping in bushes. So that is how I got into it, if anyone was wondering. Yeah, I slept under a bush in Beaconsfield. So it's starting to get dark now. It is, I can feel it turning. So I'm pretty sure it'll be dark soon. Now it's mega weird because obviously that side you've got the road and the car park, and you can hear noises and people walking past, which is freaky. But this side's even freakier because I showed you earlier I was on there on the canal, so when people walk past it's like their feet are just right there. It's like their feet are just walking straight past there, and they have dogs and stuff, and sometimes just sounds like they're stopping, as if they know I'm here. Pretty sure they don't. Can you hear that? All the nice bush around me. I do just kind of feel like I'm in the middle of nowhere. And then you just think, oh, there's a cow coming. Cow coming in. What strange activity might we witness tonight in this car park? Who knows what rendezvous are happening? I think it's someone just eating a kebab. Do you know what? I forgot my book. I did plan to bring my book, but I've left it. But I also forgot my torch, so it wouldn't make much difference, to be honest. It's probably going to be pitch black in 5 minutes. So the only thing to do is probably sleep. Right before it gets totally dark, should we try to do a nip around? Should we try to do a nip around? Nip out, come back in? Or is that dumb? I don't want to draw any attention to myself because I feel like I've done a good job, aside from the part where we got caught immediately by security. But aside from that part, I feel like we've done good. Maybe we shouldn't do a nip around. I'm going for it, I'm going for it, I'm going for it. No. B&M car park now empty. Splendid bush. It does look really camouflaged there. Shit. Bit of a spooky ghost town now. Right, this is silly. Let's get back in. Let's get back in the bush. And here is home for the night. Look at that rug that I got. It's nice, that, isn't it? Nice bit of rug. So I know these are made for plane journeys, but they're incredibly effective when camping in bushes. And pair it up with a complete blackout sleep mask. It's pretty great. How am I looking? I can't see. So in this last light, before my camera gives up on me, let me know, what have you been up to this hottest day of the year so far? Did anyone else camp in a bush in a B&M Bargains car park? Please let me know. I think I might be the only one, but I love to be proved wrong, so hit me up. So this isn't good. Weather forecast for the morning: rain, 7. It might be a very early start tomorrow. We'll just have to see. Maybe it said 20%. I never really know what that means. Is it 20% chance of it raining, or it's going to rain 20% of the time? I don't know. Let me know. Anyone know what that 20% means? Right. I will see you in the morning. What the hell is that? What is that? It's a hedgehog. Is that a hedgehog? Look at that. Hey hedgehog. I don't mean you any harm. Okay, so it's the middle of the night. I was asleep and I woke up to some noise that sounded like a person, and I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely shat myself. And it's a little hedgehog. A hedgehog's in my camp. I went from thinking it was a person, thinking I need to run, to it being a rat, thinking, oh fuck, if it's a rat I've got to go. But no, it's a hedgehog. I wasn't actually expecting wildlife, but a hedgehog, I don't mind. I also had to get the sleeping bag out. It did get a bit cold. It's moving again. That might be one of the coolest moments I've ever caught on camera. The hedgehog was coming right up to my sleeping bag and nibbling on the end of I could feel it on the end of my feet. Wow, this is a great trip. What a great little camp out. Good morning. How about them birds for that wake-up call? Now, did I sleep all right? Surprisingly, this thin piece of material that I bought for bed was sound. That was the least of my worries. That hedgehog kept me up all night, just crawling around. I could hear it just crawl. I filmed some more shots of it, and then I thought I'm gonna have too much footage. My battery's gonna die. It was just crawling around, just chilling, and then it did at some point head off, and I also nodded off. Now it's pretty early, but I'm gonna try and bounce before this town comes alive. I don't want to get caught escaping from my bush by B&M security again. So I'm gonna make tracks. Tremendous little camping spot there, eh? Tremendous. You would never know, would you? You would never know. Oh, lovely. Big shout out to B&M. Big shout out to B&M. Fantastic shop, fantastic staff, and fantastic location for camping in a bush. Can't fault them. Cannot fault B&M. But yeah, this has been it. That's been the bush. That was probably about there. Top quality. A lot of cars as well still came in really late, and some pulled up quite near, and I started pranging out thinking they'd be able to see me through with their headlights on, especially they'd be able to see me sleeping. But no, definitely not. Great stuff. Right, let's get our stuff and go before it does come alive or start raining. It's either the town's gonna come alive or it's gonna start raining. One of the two. Let's take you as well. Fantastic bit of kit. Goodbye home. Look at that. You would not think a man had been living quite comfortably in that. Oh, that was great fun. I'm so excited to go home as well and look at the footage of the hedgehog. That was such a lovely turn of events. Quite scary at the start. I genuinely was really scared when it first came about. But then when I realised it was a hedgehog, it was such a lovely moment. And I'm pretty sure I captured some really nice shots of it, getting up really close. So what was just going to be a solo adventure originally has turned into a, what do you call it? A duologue. Not a duologue. Shut up, go home, David. Right, see you next time. Bye-bye.